Oswego County prosecutors will present their evidence this week in a hearing over whether Gary Thibodeau's kidnapping conviction should be overturned in the 1994 abduction of Heidi Allen. We'll hear from the former district attorney who prosecuted Thibodeau, Donald Dodd, who will likely try to refute claims from Thibodeau's lawyers that the prosecution withheld evidence before the trial that would have benefited Thibodeau. His lawyer, Lisa Peebles, has asked to reopen her case before the prosecution begins so she can call 3 new witnesses. Thibodeau is trying to convince acting Oswego County Court Judge Daniel King that jurors would have acquitted him if they'd heard the evidence that surfaced over the past 2 years, pointing to 3 other men as possible suspects. Oswego County District Attorney Greg Oakes told reporters in July there was no credible evidence to believe that anyone other than Gary Thibodeau kidnapped Heidi Allen in 1994.
There's no interest in keeping Gary Thibodeau locked up if he did not, in fact, commit this. If I have evidence that he's innocent of these crimes, John, I would personally move to vacate his conviction.
27 witnesses testified for the defense in January and February. The hearing had moments of drama. James Thumper Steen, one of the possible new suspects, testified he would never snitch on anyone, and that if he knew what happened to Heidi Allen, he'd never tell.
I'm doing life without parole in prison, lady. I am not a snitch, plain and simple. And that's what I told them. I'm not going to sit here and tell on people.
Roger Breckenridge said that he had nothing to do with Heidi Allen's kidnapping, and that people who claimed he boasted about being involved were liars. Sheriff Rule Todd testified that no confidential informants' identities were ever compromised by his staff, and that a deputy only dropped a business card at the store where Heidi Allen was kidnapped.
So as far as you know, no one's identity as a confidential informant has ever been breached?
That's correct.
But sheriff's reports clearly say the items dropped were an index card and photo of Allen that indicated she was a confidential informant. A key witness, Jennifer Westcott, appeared agitated and uncomfortable as she testified that she lied about the kidnapping to her friend, Tanya Priest, in a secretly recorded phone call.
Did you even know that this was Heidi that they brought there and that this is what they were going to do? You had no clue? They just showed up with her?
Yeah.
Oh, what a bad position for you. Probably scared the shit out of you.
Well, it's not even, they didn't even bring her in the house.
Yeah, that's...
Later said to me.
Bill Pierce became the first witness to place any of the 3 new possible suspects at the crime scene. He testified he saw Steen punch a woman unconscious on Easter morning 1994, but kept quiet about it for 20 years because he thought police had arrested the right man. Megan Shaw testified that James Thumper Steen admitted to her that he disposed of Allen's body so he could get into a motorcycle gang. When asked why she appeared so anxious on the stand, Shaw testified, "I'm afraid of being killed." Thibodeau's lawyer, Lisa Peebles, expressed outrage over the prosecution's evidence dump just before the start of the hearing, including material favorable to Thibodeau. She revealed in court that District Attorney Greg Oakes expressed concerns about the integrity of the sheriff's investigation and that he offered to bring in the State Attorney General's Office Conviction Review Bureau. Follow our continuing coverage on syracuse.com.